everyone. My name is Carson, and I'm Levitate's Product Operations Manager. Today, I'll be going over the updates and releases that have come out in the month of October. We have a lot to go over, so I'm going to go ahead and hop in. We've made a lot of updates and released some new features for our surveys. The first update with surveys is with our custom surveys. So when I hop in to create a custom survey, there are a few updates for collecting information. The first is going to be that we can now collect birthdays and physical addresses through custom surveys to either update or add to the contact profile of a respondent for a custom survey. The next are these little drop downs that allow users to decide how information is collected on the survey, if it's required or not, or if it's something that they don't want to collect. Next, we have updated the ability to update existing contact information. So contact already exists in Levitate and they submit new information into the survey. We can update things like their phone number, their birthday, their address without having to go in and manually change it on the contact profile. With those, we've added some usability updates and just some shortcuts to getting information updated on the contact profile through the custom survey. Our next update is with event registration and paid events. So as you all know, we're able to take payment for events through ticketing, through event registration surveys. We use Stripe to collect those payments, and now we've made it possible to have tiered ticketing. If you have multiple levels of tickets that cost different amounts, you can now set that up through the tiered ticketing system on the event registration survey. You'll choose paid event here, and then you can add as many tiers as you'd like, set a price for those, and even set max amount of tickets, or set certain tiers to be sold out just based on how many you have. This allows for different donation amount collection for events through one singular survey. Our final update with surveys is with our donation surveys. This is super exciting because I know how many of our nonprofit organizations struggle to find an all-in-one technology for collecting donations, storing that data, and doing outreach. We're hoping to make Levitate a one-stop shop for collecting donations and reaching out to donors in a targeted and streamlined way. So the donation survey, you can set it up to be a general survey, or you can set it up to be a little more cost specific and associate it with a single campaign. The donation options, it gives you the options to have a set number of donations like 25, 50, 100. You can set it up so folks can enter their own amount, and you can even set it up for donors to choose to cover the fees associated with donations through Stripe. Just like our event registration ticketing, we're using Stripe as a third-party payment platform to process donations. And in processing donations, there is a small fee. So we can set a checkbox up for folks to choose to cover that fee so that your organization gets the full amount of the donation they're sending over. And these donations can be linked as a hyperlink, sent out through emails, posted on websites, really any way to get those donations. But a really exciting update with Levitate surveys and donations. Next up, we have some updates for insurance policies and policy updates. One new update is the new policy automation. So now if you'd like to get a notification whenever a new policy is added to a contact, you can have your success specialist or our support team enable that for you. Here you can see the new policy dashboard card that shows up. And from that dashboard card, you can kick off an automation, just a quick and easy way to keep track of new business coming in through policies to your contacts. The next update with insurance policies is for contact profiles. In the policy board, you've been able to add, update, and even delete policies per contact. But now, when you go to a contact's contact profile and go under the data boards tab, you're also able to delete and edit those policies right from the Next, we have a few updates with our integrations. For our integrations of Service Titan, Salesforce, MyCase, and Practice Panther, we're now able to bring custom fields from those integrations over as a merge field to the account. When your success specialist or our support team goes to the integration settings for your account, they're able to enable the pull of those custom fields in. And once those custom fields have pulled into your account, they can be turned into merge fields fields that can be used when emailing. Next, with integrations is for Salesforce. Generally, Salesforce has been used for all kinds of industries in Levitate, anything from financial advisors to nonprofit organizations. And historically, we've only been able to pull contact information from the contact object of Salesforce, which was a bit limiting for some folks who stored their contact information in different ways for Salesforce. This new update allows users or accounts to choose if they'd like to pull from contact objects or person accounts. You can choose one or the other. I know a lot of folks store their contact information on person accounts. Now, when setting up the Salesforce integration from scratch, contacts are able to be pulled from those person accounts. Every month, Levitate is making big strides with adding more AI-based features to our platform to make your life easier and updates to a lot of our content faster. One of the most exciting things we've done recently is added the ability to edit and create images using AI for blogs. Here, I'm going to take this image of these two ladies, hit edit image with AI, and give kind of an update that I'd like for the image. I'm going to ask to make the sky clear, since there are some clouds in the background. And it takes just a couple of seconds to generate that image change. And when it's ready, it shows you the updated image that has been generated with AI, and you can choose to use it. This can be used to change colors of shirts, change backgrounds, and even kind of change the intention of the image to make it match more closely to what you're posting. Birthdays are really Levitate's bread and butter. One of the easiest things to do is to reach out to contacts for their birthday for a light, informal, happy touch to send them birthday wishes. When contacts are grouped together on a contact profile to maybe represent a couple or a parent and a child, it can be hard to see whose birthday is going out when. We've added a new birthday tooltip to every contact profile. When you hover over that birthday, you'll now see the name that it's going to use for the birth date and how to change it if you need to. Finally, we have an update for our financial clients using Cetera as a broker-dealer. Cetera requires a few things in the way of disclosures, and one of those is adding a disclosure to your meetings that you schedule through Levitate. If you're a Cetera user, you're now able to go into your Levitate profile settings and add a disclosure here under your name and time zone information. Once you click Save, and hop into your meetings, you can then preview your meeting and it will add your Cetera disclosure there automatically. That's all I have for today, y'all. Thanks so much for joining to learn about our October releases and updates. I'll have more for you next month. But in the meantime, make sure to like and subscribe so you stay up to date on all of your product releases and updates from Levitate.